there, my fellow stars! It's Vintrix here with another Aura Kingdom episode, and today we're back where we continued, where we actually found Selena, and apparently she was not kidnapped. Apparently she just fell in love with a pirate and wanted to follow her dreams of, you know, being overseas, and she finally found the way to do that. So, last episode, Madeline finally gave us the Starlight treasure chest, which is what we really wanted from her when we first came here. So after we helped her out with all that, then she says she doesn't have the key, so apparently we have to go talk to the person, Omar, Chief Omar, from this new area called Crescent Hill. So yeah, we're going to be going over there right now in this episode. So we are finally moving on from this area and finally going to Crescent Hill. It's been quite an adventure throughout Helena, but it's finally time that we move on and go to a new area today. So, we're now in a completely new town, something completely different again, and here we are at Omar. You find Lenaran Chief Omar and explain to him that you need to borrow the key to the Starlight treasure chest. The key to the Starlight treasure chest? How does someone like you know about it? Omar's eyes you suspiciously and impatiently. Right now we are preparing for a ceremony which takes persistence over anything else. An outsider like you would never understand. The ceremony will start very soon, but we're still far from finished with preparations. I don't have time to hear your story. Your heart sinks at Omar's unwelcoming tone. You realize that borrowing the key from Omar will be harder than you thought. All you could do is hang around the village and look for other solutions. Alright, so it looks like we did not get a very heartily welcome from him, so it looks like we need to talk to someone called Sue, so let's go. So hopefully she'll give us more of a welcoming feel, unlike him, because he kind of did not welcome us, but I guess if he's struggling with something, you can't be surprised. As you pass by, you can't help but notice a young woman's sighing deeply. She seems preoccupied with her worries that she hardly noticed you approach. All these years we have lived in peace. Why does everything have to pick up now? The foot's up. Foot's up. If things go like this, we can't even perform the ceremony. You couldn't ask help. My bad. You can't help but asking her if she's feeling okay. But what? Did you hear all that? You look like some type of traveler, am I right? I guess that's why you don't know. We're having trouble with this year's ceremony. It's the event of Lenaran Village. Alright. Sue paces completely oblivious to your presence. She frowns, her brow frowning. If this keeps up, we'll never have all those flowers in time for the ceremony. You can't help but ask her what happened. You're from out of town. I'm not surprised that you don't know, but recently the wildlife around the village has become really aggressive. Several people have already been hurt. When I tried to pick flowers for the ceremony near the village entrance, the lunar flower Dareds attacked me in minutes. How am I supposed to prepare for the ceremony when those nasty little buggers keep trying to bite me in the legs? If you're planning on heading that way, you better be careful. Now that you've heard, you feel compelled to help the people in Lenaran. Who knows, maybe you'll win their favor by cutting down those lunar flower Dareds. Alright, so we're gonna accept that, and I think I got a chest. Yes, I did. It's the Starlight treasure. Whoops. I just hit something. Don't mind that. But we got the Starlight treasure chest right here, which we can't open just yet because we don't have the key. So I'm just going to put that right there so I don't accidentally sell it when I go to clear out my inventory. But as you can see, my inventory is pretty empty today. That's because I went and sold a bunch of stuff I don't need, because I realized I had so much stuff, so off camera I just sold all that stuff because I really don't need it in there and it'll just take up too much space. So here are the lunar flower Dareds. So let's take him out and help her with that problem, alright? Hopefully we can help her own the town and help them get this festival going and then get the Starlight treasure, like the key to the Star Treasure Chest because it'll be very helpful if we can get a hold of that. So hopefully we can gain their trust, help them out with all the stuff, because we're on our way to getting rid of this guy apparently. And now I'm starting to grow a little bit connected to him. So it's kind of sad hearing that I still want to get rid of this guy even though we've been through so much together. It's like, there's nothing wrong with it, but I guess you can understand the fear of becoming power hungry and that stuff, and that's not what she wants to do and become evil. But it seems like my character more has a helpful side than getting power hungry, which is very interesting. I don't know, I just see that she's more in the helpful side than one who's her power hungry. I believe, yeah, we got 5 out of 10 of them, so we need about 5 more. We're getting closer to our goal though, which is really good. So I'm really happy with the style of this game and the way the fighting animation goes. It kind of reminds me of those like other type of games. I don't remember what type of games I'm thinking about. It reminds me of a type of game. It's really cute how it goes. So unlike Vindictus, this is actually an open world game. So if you guys don't know, I actually have players vanished right now, which is very interesting that you could actually vanish players. Because I've never been to an MMORPG where you could actually vanish players, but on this game, you can vanish players. And there's actually players around me sometimes that I tend to hear, but I can't see them because I have them vanished, like with this button up here, which is very funny. So show their players up there, as you guys can see. So that's very interesting. So if I was to hit that, you guys would see probably some other players around the Crescent Moon town. That's if there is anybody in Crescent Moon Hill at this very moment. I know for sure that there are less people in Helena because we have encountered some problems of grabbing up some mobs because there's another person fighting them, but they're invisible to me if you guys saw that. So yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen a vanished player in a game like this. Oh, we got some more experience crystals. If you guys don't know what these do, if you guys are new, I know one of you guys already know what it does because you ain't new to my subscriber base. I don't know what just happened. Oh, apparently I'm in combat. This guy just decided to come up and attack me. Alright. Just remember, who asked for that? Not my fault. I had to get rid of him. I was trying to feed my Eidolon, but there we go. It should give experience to my Eidolon and level him up. So there we go. Now we could go return this. We could go talk to Sue about this problem that we have gotten rid of now. So hopefully we can clear out all this problem. You explained to her that you've taken the weed whacker to those pesky lunar turrets. Sue's eyes widen as something falls in place in her brain. I thought you were just another tourist here to see the ceremony. I didn't know you were a real warrior. This is great. Did you come up with from the Helena coast? I like it there, though I haven't been down there to visit in a while. Honestly, I was planning to leave the village to study aboard, but so much has happened recently that I'm not sure if I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Right now, I'm glad that if the ceremony went off without a hitch. That'd be cool to see the ceremony go. Alright, so it looks like we finally got a ring, so that's our first accessory on this character. The Crescent ceremony is Lauren's most well-known annual event. It's just around the corner now, and the preparations are a real mess. Not long ago, Lauren suffered an attack. My grandpa Anthony is still busy fixing all the equipment and facilities that were damaged in the ambush. Meanwhile, my mom's powering ahead a full bore to make sure the ceremony happens in spite of our recent misfortune. You seem strong and pretty skilled. I think we could use your help. Could you drop by my mom's place and my grandpa's to see how they're doing? Then let Holton know how things are going. He's in charge of the prep work for the ceremony. Why did you come to Crescent Hill anyways? If not to see the ceremony, did you need something from us? Maybe I could ask Holton for help. He's the grandson of the village chief, you know. Alright. So we're gonna go talk to Nala, which I believe is her mom. So let's go see how it's going up in here, in this area. Because that's just how I tend to walk up whenever I do the auto walk. So let's see how she's doing. If you're here to lend me a hand, I'll be happy to take it. The ceremony is quite important, but we're in a bit of a pickle this year. Lorna is well known for the vivid fragment blossoms, the flowers which is also provided in the villa. We're also great numbers in the Crescent ceremony. The Crescent ceremony is the festival every year in which we honor the heroes who founded this beautiful town. In the rituals of blessings, we sing their praises and ask them to look after us another year. However, our flower fields have suddenly been inundated by flower traps. They're making picking blossoms nearly impossible. As the day the ceremony approaches, I fear I won't be fully prepared. Alright, so that's the problem with that. So now we're gonna go talk to Anthony over here and see what's going on here. So she's having problems with the flower traps because they're apparently causing issues with picking flowers. Each year my apprentice and I set up a wooden structure for the Crescent ceremony. It's a complicated process, so we always try to get started on it early. We were almost finished preparing for the ceremony, but a few days ago a band of gnomes from the southwest raided our village, wreaking havoc on everything we hold dear. Those pesky creatures destroyed a number of ceremonial items, and even stole the ceremonial vessel. Ah, that stinks. So now we're gonna go tell Hilton about it, because he is apparently the town's son. Ah, you must be Vintrix. Omar, the chief village... You must be Vintrix. Omar, the chief... The village chief is my father. My grandfather. I apologize for any brusqueness he might have shown you. He's under a lot of pressure right now. The Crescent ceremony is a beautiful event, but these days many people no longer value tradition. Some even consider the ceremony more yearly nuisance than yearly blessing. Because the public no longer embraces the ceremony as they once did, my grandfather is becoming more and more stubborn and frankly exotic. I don't know how to say that. I'm really good at reading big words like this. He claims that out of the towers are a bad influence. I've heard that you came to Crescent Hill to borrow the key to unlock the Starlight treasure chest. Grandfather may not care for strangers, but I have to talk to him. He may at least let you borrow the key. So here's what I'm thinking. You help our town make a beautiful ceremony. I'll let Gramps to let go the key for an hour or two. You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. That's a weird thing to say, but okay. Alright. So I believe I have to go find someone who needs me to do a quest, so... Actually, there's an easy way to check if I need anyone's quest to go. Not in that button, but... Maybe L? Yes, it is. It's L just like in Fiesta. So, quest list. Let's see what our main quests are. Quest not taken, and quest accepted. What's those? Share symbol, perfect feature. Actually, there is a way I always tend to find my quests. Let's see what Anthony needs. Vintrix, you told me that you're helping to prepare the ceremony, and god dang it, I need some help. I need all the help I can get. There is a type of plant known around these parts as lunar grass that grow in the northwest of the lunar inn. If you grind up the lunar grass, you'll get a sticky paste that's almost like glue. We often use it to paste and patch the broken items, and this will be much quicker to rebuilding the damaged things from scratch. I need you to go gather some of that grass, then give me the Victus juice after you ground it up. Okay, so I'll do that. I think there's probably more quests than just that one that I just grabbed. But first of all, I'm just gonna go down here and we are gonna go get the grass that he wanted me to pick. So, yeah, it looks like these guys are really running into troubles with things, and it's kind of So I'd hear that, but I'm very glad that my character is like in like the really helpful phase. And I just don't think I could see her turning greedy. She's like that friendly if you think about it. Like she's being very friendly, so she's helping people around even though she didn't ask for help. She decided to help on her own. So now we can just pick all these, and then what we have to do is we have to turn it into that glue stuff that he wanted. So here we go. And now we can finally just go like this. We're just gonna click it and turn it all into what I need. There we go. Just wait for it to. There we go. So interesting seeing like. There we go. Now we can go talk to Anthony again after we got all that, and now he could fix all that stuff that just happened. So I'm very proud that my character decided to help around here, and hopefully when we help around here, he'll lend us that key because we really need it because we got the chest for it. So you hand the thick, foul-smelling I don't know how to spell it. I'll just say glue juice to Anthony. I feared some of these things would be beyond repair, but the damage is actually fairly minor. With this paste, we can patch them up good as new. Awesome. So now we got another accessory, which is this right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. And it looks like I learned a new skill, which is vigor. Cool. So I can either have this one or this one. Iron wool. Take some deep breaths and fight with enthusiasm. Today, I think I like that one, to be honest. When I heard enthusiasm, I don't know. It just struck me as something I want. Alright, now we can level those things up, which is really good because we really need to do that very quickly. And now I have to go and I have to run to someone else, apparently, because someone else may need my help around here. Let's just look at the map, because sometimes that can help me find someone who needs my help. Maybe someone over here? Well, definitely not doing that slime, because that's like just one of those like special quests that I don't really need to do. Let's just hit map and let's look and see if anybody needs our help. We got this person over here who apparently needs us. Oh yeah, Nala. Nala needs our help because she needs our help with the whole flower thing that's going on. Because like she said, because those pesky like flower traps, she can't pick flowers. So we have to go help her out too. She's like right up here. I'm actually amazed how I remember that she was right up here. Usually I get lost. Not only have those creatures become foul, but the bird brains, typically as dim-witted a creature as you can ever see, have grown more aggressive too. If you get close to them, they'll swarm you in a flock. We use plumage and flowers in our Crescent ceremony decorations, but we can't get close to the bird brains. We'll never collect enough feathers. Ah. Sue told me that you chased away the flower dreads. I have no doubt wrangling a few bird brains will be too rough for you. You'll find those foolish fowl frolicking through the northwest Lauren. Remember to choose only perfect feathers without any split ends. We want the very best for our ceremony. Alright. So now we're gonna go get some of those feathers that she wants me to grab. So let's just run through here. And let's go pick some feathers from the bird brains. Yeah, what a funny name. It's a very interesting name for a mob, bird brain. Never thought I'd see it, and then I played this game. It's like, oh wow. Perfect name. I love it. So here they are. They are these green birds that were in here before. So let's just destroy them so that we can get his feathers. There we go. We only need 2 of them, so hopefully they will drop them. Oh, that guy didn't drop anything. That's just rude. Apparently he didn't drop any good feathers. They must have all been ruffled. There we go. There's 1 feather. So let's see how that looks. Let's check it out. Alright, we got 1. And now we just need to kill a few more of these guys. Hopefully get another feather. Nope, didn't get a feather from that guy apparently. How about you? Will you give me a feather? I just need your feathers, man. Ooh, nice. I'll just take him out again. And there's another feather. Sweet. So now I'm going to check this feather. And we got the 2 feathers that we needed, and I believe they're perfect, so let's go hand them over to Nala. Hopefully this will help her with her problem that she was having. I think she also said they're having troubles with the flower traps, so we gotta do that sometime too. Because I think you actually do take down the flower traps, it's just that I haven't gotten that quest yet, so we'll get soon. Let's see what she has to say after I hand this over to her. You hand the feathers you collected to Nala. Perfect. Look at these. Look at the sheet on these. You really know your plums from your opinions. With your help, I have my fingers crossed that we can pull through the ceremony without any more complications. Now that I'll start weaving the feathers and flowers together with these thin ropes, we'll just have to hope that Halton can retrieve the ceremonial vessel before the date of the ceremony. Alright, cool. So, I believe that's all the help she needed. So, let's see who this is. Oh, this is Anthony again. So, it looks like Anthony needs our help again after we just did that. So, that's pretty cool. Just jump over this fence and go over here. Pretty easy to walk around this area if you get used to it, but sometimes I can get lost. Alright. I heard how you dealt with the flower dreads and the birdbrain flock. You're the real deal, aren't ya? Anthony gives you a once-over, nodding slowly. Now I'm thinking, who'd win if you and Potter had a go at it? You ought to challenge him. You wouldn't be a sight. You shake your head, not really sure what Anthony is thinking. What if innocent villagers got hurt? What if more things got broken? Things do seem to break a lot when you're around. Oh my god, that's funny. Don't underestimate me. Or the town, Doc. Doc, you'll see in a week putting you back together. So this is the traveler, Anthony. Potter sizes you up with an idea where you have no idea where he came from. You apologize to Potter at a point and point at Alyssa. You explain that your Eidolon thinks and acts on its own, so a fight would be unpredictable. Tarnation, I need some exercise. Potter begins shadowboxing, throwing swift punches into the air. You let me know when you're ready, Vintrix. I bet that Halton boy would pay to see this. I don't understand, but just don't hurt him, or... I understand, just don't hurt him for real, alright? Alyssa looks up at you awaiting your response. If you accept a quest, Potter will attack you immediately. Okay, let's just hit continue. Alright, so we're gonna be fighting this man, apparently. So he should show up somewhere. Oh man, this approaches. Seems to be Potter. Alright. Alright, we're just gonna fight him. Alright. Impressive, I yield. Alright. So looks like we defeated him. Now we have to talk to Halton, apparently. Hoo-wee, Halton. You done seen that, right? Your challenger ain't half bad. My bones feel rattled like sticks in a storm. Potter rushes over to Halton. You quickly apologize to Potter, hoping you didn't cause any lasting damage. Potter, he'll be fine. He's been talking about a man who boxes bird brains for a morning warm-up. Shucks, Halton. You can't even wait for me to leave before you lay it thick on with the praise. I think I'm gonna blush. Well, Vintrix, you scored a decisive win. Not bad at all. Halton raises an eyebrow as he prizes you. It was Anthony's idea for you to battle a Potter. Must have given him a good impression, but he worried Potter wouldn't take it up on the fight. Looks like you both had a good time though. Well, Anthony was right on the money. If anyone can help this town, Ventrix can. Houghton will fill you in with the details. The village chief wants to jaw at me again about a few things. I'll have to excuse myself. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Ventrix. Hopefully we can slug it down somehow in front of the big old crowd. Potter shakes your hand in a firm country shake and assembles off to the distance. As Potter leaves, you ask Houghton what kind of problem the village that has that needs solving by someone stronger than that. I'm sure Sue told you, but something's stand. We can't hold our Crescent Moon ceremony, not while the local fauna is on a rampage. We have no idea what changed in them, so my number of headaches through is gone. Gnomes who busted our village a couple days ago, adding injury and assault. They swiped the village ceremonial vessel, a necessary piece of the ceremony. Alright. Oh, I need to select a reward. I almost forgot about that. I'm just gonna select this. So I'm actually gonna end it off here. We have quite a long video already, so I think this is where we're gonna wrap up here. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit that like button. Also, if you are new to the channel and you enjoy my content and you enjoy what you see, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can keep up to my latest content, like as 2 videos per day. Sometimes I end up only uploading 1, it depends on how I'm feeling. And I do live streams too, so you guys can interact with me during those also, because I really love talking to people on live streams. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. See you, my fellow stars.